All right. So we had some issues where we weren't able to make it actually be grounded like we wanted. It seems, I've been looking at it, like this function isn't working. Where one body checks to see if one of the other body has penetrated it. So we have if object J is the player, if object K is the platform, we check to see if object K is penetrated by the player, which basically that will check the 4 vertices on the 4 corners and check to see if one of those has penetrated the rectangle of the platform. And if it is, then it should set be grounded to be true, so that the player should know that he's grounded. If that's working and that does get set to true, the body has that property, which is normally false. And I think when we set up the player in the class, we said the body should apply the physics, apply the kinematics. It should feel gravity when it's not grounded. So when grounded is true, it won't feel the gravity. When grounded is not true, it will feel the gravity. It starts not grounded because a body starts not grounded, which means it will feel gravity. But once it gets set to true, it will stop feeling gravity. And not only that, there's only one thing that could change this variable, and that's touching a platform and the collision detection in the main script. So once it gets set to true, nothing will set it false again until we code something. Like when we press jump, then it should leave the ground. But we haven't done that yet, so once it lands on the ground, gravity should get shut off forever until we change that. If you watch what happens here, that's not the case. In fact, if I scroll down to the inspector kind of part of it, you'll see that be grounded remains false even though we did touch the platform. So this isn't happening, and I figured out that it's because of this function's not working the way I was hoping. So I'm going to go to fix that. That's in the body definition. So that's a game object component, the body, and this is it. How do we check to see if something has penetrated this body's rectangle, this body's box? Well, we use a variable. We make sure the other body has updated its rectangle. We can also update our own for the platform. And then it's supposed to cycle through the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, the indices for the four things in a list. And then for every vertex, which right now I have vector, for every vertex in the rectangle, it should check each one of those corners to see if it's penetrated the rectangle of the platform. This isn't working. It should be verts and not vectors. But that also doesn't fix it. You'll see I still do not switch to being grounded. I don't know exactly why, but if I rewrite this, I tried it a minute ago and it does work, so hopefully it'll work again when I do it. So I'm going to rewrite this part of it, and I'm going to get rid of that commented part too. I'm going to rewrite this bit. Well, I'll just rewrite here. Mostly this condition, what we iterate over, instead of iterating over the 0, 1, 2, 3, we will iterate for vert of this dot body dot rec dot verts. So for if we want to see if something has poked us, I guess I probably want other body here. So for every vertex in the other body's rectangle, if we are poked by it, rect.b poked, I should have an if. If our body is poked by the other body's vertex, and we're going to check each vert of, I should put var here, each vertice of the other body's rectangle, which is the little guy. We're going to check each of those vertices to see if they poke the platform's rectangle. If any of them do, then we know they're touching. If it goes through that whole cycle and nothing happens, then we will return false, and meaning they're not touching. Hopefully this will improve our script. Our guy has landed, and you'll see when I select him, B ground is now true because he touched the platforms. To see that that's working, I'm going to jump, and we see gravity's off. Down doesn't do anything. Right and left still work. Up just keeps going up. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, when he touches the ground, gravity shuts off. That is good. So gravity will shut off, and we should probably raise him up a little so that his bottom of his feet are on the top of the platform. But at least we got that variable working to let us know when he's hit the ground. So maybe we'll also, in the collision detection, now that we got that working and we can ground him, we should also push him to move his position up to whatever that, I don't know exactly. I guess we'll say world objects, the player, J, his body dot go to, he should go somewhere. He should go to his own current Y. There's an X and a Y that go here. The Y should be his current Y, so world dot objects dot or J body position Y. I'm gonna copy that. I'm sorry, the X should stay the same. He shouldn't go left or right when we raise him up, but the Y should change. So the Y is that. We should decrease by maybe the maybe we'll go to the K's height, the platform's height. So the center of the Mahryoh image would go to where the center of that is normally, but we're going to lift it up by this much, half the height of the platform and half the height of the player. So then the center will go up this much and then half, and then it should be right on top. So I'll just say, this is going to be a long one. World.objects, I should have done a variable here, but that's okay. Take the player's body.rect.scale.y. We're going to go up, decrease by that amount. I'm going to do the same thing for the other object. So we're going to go up half of its height. And maybe +1, so it drops in just one little pixel. That way it maintains contact. I don't know. Let's see what that does. I don't know. Dunk. Hey, not bad. I like it. Yay. So we have it. We gotta figure out what that happens when it touches the wall. But, hey. Looking good. Gravity's still off, but well, to fix that, that's pretty easy. That's just going to player controls over here. And when I press up, not only should I get a new velocity that goes up, player.b body.b grounded equals false. And now I'm grounded, I jump, and I feel gravity. I unfortunately can do stuff like this, but it's getting better. All right, we'll keep going in the next one.